Hi guys, it's April. I'm here to bring you my TBR for Read-O-Rama. Now the Read-O-Rama Read-A-Thon is between March 12th and March 18th, midnight to midnight, and I will be helping with some of the sprints and things like that. But there are 8 challenges to go along with the reading for the week. The first challenge is to read 7 books, and these are my 7 books. Yeah. So one of the challenges is to read a book with Rama in the title or the author's name or the author's last name. And for that, I chose East of the Sun, West of the Moon by Jackie Morris. Combination of that. I've been dying to read this since I got it because East of the Sun, West of the Moon is one of my favorite fairy tales. And this edition is so beautifully illustrated. Really excited. And I figured it'd be perfect for a read-a-thon because it's nice and short and it's got beautiful illustrations and something that I could just get into very quickly. The next challenge is to read a book with an animal on the cover, and for that I chose Wild Swans, once again by Jackie Morris, because there's a swan on the cover, and this edition is also illustrated. I'm so excited to get into these because they're beautiful and they're fairy tales that I absolutely adore, and I devour fairy tales. The next challenge is to read a book with the main character having the same first initial as yourself. I am April, so I had to choose a book with an A first name, and I chose Dark Secrets, Legacy of Lies by Elizabeth Chandler. This is a reread for me. I really wanted to pick this one up again. It's one of those ones that I constantly go back and I reread because I just connect so much with this story. This is about Megan, who ends up at the house that she is constantly dreaming about, and some things happen. Now I know Megan does not start with A, but Megan actually has a couple different names, and one of those names is Avril, which of course is French for April. So I'm bringing it in that way. It works for me. I don't care if you judge me for that. Next challenge is to read a book with an Irish element inside it. Be that a main character, be that set in Ireland, be that about the culture of Ireland and Irish folklore. For that, I'm going to do another reread, and that is Daughter of the Forest by Juliette Merlier. This is one of those stories I absolutely really love. This is a Wild Swan retelling, and I thought it fit fairly well since I'm going to be reading the fairy tale and then doing this retelling of the fairy tale, which is set in Irish history. I like it. I really do. Oh, it's one of those ones I just can't wait to get back into the story and to get back with some of the characters. I've also picked up some of the last in the series that I haven't read before, so I want to go back and go through all of the Seven Water series. So I figured this was a good time to start. The next challenge is to start a new series. I chose The Summoning by Hilary Monahan. This sounds like it is a Bloody Mary story. I love horror. And when I realized this was the start of something, it just fits perfectly because it's something that I could probably get through fairly quickly. And it's just calling to me. Let's be honest, it's just doing that. The next challenge is to read a book about an illness. This one is going to be very familiar to a lot of you, and that is Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This is a book that I have started many of times, and I got it when it first came out, but I never made it all the way through. This is probably a good time to try and do that again. I don't even know if I need to explain this book to most of you because this is fairly popular, and with the movie and John Green being a very popular YouTuber himself, it's just flooded the reading market everywhere. So this is what I'm going to attempt to read. Wish me luck. And finally, the last challenge is to read a book blind. I chose The Girl with Glass Feet by Ali Shaw. I have no idea what this one is about, but many people have said I will probably like it. From the looks of the cover, it looks like it has a lot of those fairy tale-esque elements. So I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be a thing. Maybe. I don't know. So those are the books that I am going to attempt to read for Read-O-Rama. I don't know how this is gonna go, but it's gonna be an adventure. Let me know down below if you are going to participate in Read-O-Rama, because there is going to be a giveaway during the read-a-thon. Don't forget about that. So keep your eyes open for the announcement of that giveaway, and tell me down below what you will be reading for the read-a-thon if you are participating. Heart your beautiful faces. Bye.